Welcome to my Hapkido training video, Volume 3, which includes International Hapkido Federation requirements for achieving your purple belt. The techniques presented on this tape will include kicking blocks, defense against kicks, and defense against wrist holds. Now, carefully follow along as my chief instructors, and I personally teach you these important requirements. I wish you great success in your training. Now, I would like to introduce my chief instructors, who has been trained with me for the last 21 years. They are all 5th-degree black belt. On my right-hand side, Eric Frisky. Next, Danny Cruz. Next, Mark Gannon. Well, I'm going to show you defense against front kicks, how to deflecting, and then going to next steps.
As the opponent kicks, step back, away from his force, blocking away with an open hand technique. Once you have hold of your opponent's foot, you have full control of him. As he comes forward, you step back. Your right hand comes around open, grabbing the foot. This is the theory behind Hapkido, avoiding the force of the attack.
Well, this time, deflecting with the other hand, and then the other direction.
Now with this blocking technique, you're sidestepping the attack as opposed to stepping directly back. Sidestep with your left foot, blocking open hand with your left hand. Again, holding the leg, controlling the opponent. This is in preparation for a counter strike, which will follow. Maintain a strong stance and posture. As you move, your entire body shifts at the same time. Keep your head up and eyes on your opponent. Timing is crucial. Notice how Grandmaster Han cups the hand to hold his foot up.
Well, this time, going into different direction, also switch hand.
In this third blocking technique, Grandmaster Han sidesteps to the right with his right foot and with his right hand open catches the leg. He sidesteps to the inside and redirects the foot with the right hand. This leaves his opponent wide open for a frontal counter. Controlling the leg means controlling the opponent. This technique requires excellent timing.
Well, this time I'm using forearm deflect.
Sidestep to the left by shuffling. With a circular motion, come down with your forearm, deflecting the kick. With this blocking technique, your fist is closed. Step left, circular block, avoid the force of the kick, and you balance his leg with your forearm. Again, he is vulnerable to counterattack. Work with your partner regularly on these techniques.
Well, this time I'm going to opposite direction with opposite hand.
Grandmaster Hans steps right, but blocks with his left hand. He's using the tight-fisted forearm circular down block. Showing the versatility of Hapkido, stepping with the right, blocking with the left. At all times avoiding the force of the opponent's strike. By sidestepping, even if you were to miss the block, you would be out of the line of the kick. To watch Grandmaster Han is to watch perfection.
Well, this time, defense against front kick. After deflecting, we use various hand techniques to counter. First, I'm going to use reverse punches. Slow motion. 1, 2. One more time. 1, 2.
Now step back. Open hand block, counter reverse punch, full power to the solar plexus. Notice how Grandmaster times the punch. He steps forward, and as he does, the punch is on target.
Next one will be palm deflecting and use rich hand to counter.
When coordinating this attack, step off, and as you block, your right arm goes back, triggering, and then coming around to strike. Sidestep the force of the assault, counter to the jaw, neck.
Well, this time, deflecting with the forearm and double reverse punches counter. Slow motion. 1, 2, 3. Again.
Sidestep,
1, 2,
forearm block, 2 strikes to the jaw. The most common type of street assault, as far as kicking is concerned, is the front kick. Practice diligently against this assault, and if you ever are in that situation, you'll know how to react properly.
Well, this time, reverse angle and deflecting with the palm here and reverse punches.
Sidestep with the right foot, open hand block with the right hand, counter a very strong reverse punch to the solar plexus. Again, pay attention to the timing. As the attacker's foot comes down, Grandmaster Han is inside with the counter. He strikes before the assailant can get strong footing to strike again.
But this time, forearm deflect and counter over the palm here. Slow motion.
We praised the palm heel strike in the other videos because of its versatility and power. And here it's applied against the front kick. Sidestep, block. The palm heel is delivered to the side of the head, jaw, nose, temple.
But this time, defense against side kicks. There are many different ways of deflecting and counter the different weapons. 1.
Notice how Grandmaster Han is moving as his opponent begins moving. He senses the technique, sidesteps, moves back, and counters. The counter is a back fist strike to the head. Steps away from the force, blocks with the right and strikes with the right, all with the same hand. Blocking and countering, avoiding the force.
Well, this time I move into different angles and then counter over the reverse punches.
Now Grandmaster Han sidesteps to the inside of his opponent. The opponent's momentum brings him right into his reverse punch, which is directed to his solar plexus. Notice the timing. As the kick is started, Grandmaster Han is moving. He executes the forearm block, comes in for the reverse punch.
Well, this time I deflect with the same left hand and strike knife hand to the neck.
This time the counter is a outside-in knife hand strike. This is directed to the head area. And Grandmaster Han sidesteps and moves in closely to the opponent. You must sidestep a side kick attack. It's too strong a kick to meet face on. Why meet force on force when you can just move out of the way?
But this time, deflecting with the right hand and double reverse punch to his head. One.
Grandmaster Han sidesteps to the left, 2 reverse punch counters to the back of the head. Going to the back of the opponent keeps you in control, and he's completely vulnerable to your attack. He's at his weakest point with his back to you. This is the ideal position to be in when confronted.
Well, this time, same defect, but instead of use hand to counter, lower side kick behind his knees.
This is an excellent kicking technique. You disable your opponent with a kick to the back of the knee, buckling his leg. Sidestep to the left, forearm block, counter to the knee. Watch carefully. Perfect timing by Grandmaster Han. Even before the opponent's leg comes back to the ground, he is struck behind the knee.
But this time, deflecting around and counter with the rich hands. 1, 2.
Grandmaster Han still taking advantage of the outside sidestep, counters with a ridge hand to the assailant's face area. Watch carefully. Simple sidestep movement keeps you in control of your opponent. As you can see, there is no need to meet force on force, hard blocks on hard kicks. This can cause injury. Use less force by redirecting your body against his body. Sidestepping, block, counter.